Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Babbling like a fool. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. Zero dark 30 today. And boy, when it's dark, it's dark. Hey, we got a lot to talk about here. Are there two Americas? And this, babbling like a fool. It would appear from the outside, I can't imagine how ridiculous America looks. And I mean that literally, because it looks that way to me too. Are there two Americas? You could listen to a report on two different trials, and you would think that we have two constitutions. One state says you can carry a weapon. Another state says, no, you can't. One state says 30-round magazines are just fine. You can't do anything about it. There's a constitution. Another state says, no, they're illegal. What the hell is going on? I think this is a sign. It's an indication, period, that this country is going to go and split itself in at least two pieces, if not more. It cannot stand. You've heard the expression, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Well, if America isn't divided against itself, I don't know what would be a true expression of that idea. Right? No, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And the liberals know this. So look, they don't have to take over everything. They just have to keep dividing the house until it destroys itself. You see what I'm saying to you? They don't have to win. They just have to keep fighting and causing trouble. Fighting and destroying. At the University of USC, one of the California universities, where they had another one of these riots. Okay, people are now spotting agents provocateur in the crowd because they're getting violent. These protesters are now, once they were brought out, they were told, go out, start protesting, anti-Israel, protest. Run your little soup coolers, get mad. And people are pissed off. They've used the media. They've used the appearance of legitimacy by government officials, school administrators to allow them to say whatever they want, be as evil and shitty as they want. And they did. They keep getting worse and worse. And now they're like, okay, we got lots of kids out there. No one's being beaten. No one's being arrested. Now let's get them. Let's rattle their cages and make them violent. So they're doing that. They're stepping it up because meaning the powers that be that don't want to give up control. They're afraid of Trump. They're afraid of you. They need you to feel bad. They need to demonize us, split us off. Anyone supporting freedom, liberty, Constitution, they need us split off, divided, like a separate America that they can then demonize in the media. While the media allows actual little demons out there, these little terrorists, to do whatever the hell they want. That's what we got going on. See, they don't care about these kids. These little protesters and fruitcakes, the LGBT types or the college types or the Palestinians, they don't care. They're a useful tool to split America, right? They're disposable. I want to remind everyone, these protesters don't have a future. I mean, it was not plain as day, right? They tried interviewing the one girl on the street. She had no idea who she was protesting for and what they were protesting. Not a clue. She was just there. They're all useful idiots. They were idiots as children, uneducated. Then they got to college, and they're just polishing them off. You know, their job is to go protest. They don't have a future. I can't imagine being in high school. Get this, being in high school, being told you need a college education, but as a student, you're like, don't I keep hearing from all my friends, family, the news, the kids going to high school can't afford to pay off the debt, kids going to college can't afford to pay off their college debt, their student loans, but I keep being told to go to college. Why? Well, all that debt is bad for America. Right? College tuition debt is somewhere around $6 trillion. $6 trillion. Well, let's keep making more. Even though the kids say they can't pay it back, there's no jobs for them that fit their so-called degrees. I don't know. There's two Americas, folks. There's two Americas. All these little trophy children, they get a trophy just for waking up and eating their Cheerios. They think everything is supposed to be handed to them, that everything is easy, that there's no stress. You know, I remember eating top ramen. But they want these kids mad that they're not getting everything handed to them, so that they protest. They can divide this country, and they've got little armies. Divide and conquer. Two Americas. We see it in the courtrooms. We see it politically. It's like, how can one side or the other even exist? Now, how do you know you are in the right? My question is, how do you know you're the good guy? Right? If there's two Americas, one side is good and one side is bad. How do you know which side is good? How do you know? How do you know which side is bad and wrong and making stupid decisions? How do you know? Well, there's this thing called history and the Constitution. Pick up a history book. It talks about freedom and liberty, being left the hell alone, having property rights, using guns to fight evil government. Read the Declaration of Independence. It tells you exactly what's going on, because it's a piece of history and law all together. Well, what about the Constitution? It lays out. It doesn't say the First Amendment. You can say what you want. Well, not really. We're going to tell you what you can say. You can say a couple little things, but only if the government lets you. First Amendment doesn't say that. The Second Amendment doesn't say the right to keep and bear arms isn't real. You can't have any guns. Only the government can. No, it doesn't say that. It says your right to defend this country shall not be infringed. The government shall not infringe your right to own guns. For the very reason that government lies, steals, cheats, and murders. All governments end up doing that. Lo and behold, boys, here we are. That's how you know you are correct. How we are not the bad guys. We're the good guys. We, me and you. For 250 years, America's had a constitution. I am now waiting for Democrats to say, let's just throw out the whole Constitution. I mean, the government already fucking ignores it. And the only reason they can't 100% throw it out is because they will have a revolt on their hands. There are two Americas. One that wants law and order, their rights, and the other America wants none of that. They want a top to bottom centralized government, communism for the people, fascism for the business owners. That's what the other party, the other side wants. They want total control, no accountability. They want you silenced and stripped of everything that is of value, up to and including your life. Because in a socialist government, the state is supreme and is all powerful. Chance favors the prepared mind. Which side are you on?